How's it going, everybody? Today we're gonna be diving in one of the most important topics in Raid Shadow Legends: how to get more skill tomes in Raid, especially the legendaries and mythical ones. After watching this video, you're actually gonna learn that it's not that hard to be getting a decent amount of legendary and mythical skill tomes. Well, not so many mythicals, but still. So yeah, I hope you found the video helpful, and if you do, a like and subscribe would be awesome. And don't forget, if you need help in your account, I do free account takeovers each Tuesday and Thursday, so book yourself a free session with me from my Calendly link, and I'll do my best to make it happen live on stream. Now, let's get into it. As most of you know, skill tomes are one of the most important thing in Raid Shadow Legends, because booking out a legendary champion can make it from a good champion to an insane champion. Like, if some of your legendary champions are not booked, they're basically half a champion, and they're only gonna be doing a fraction of what they can actually achieve. And if you have just started playing Raid, you probably already noticed how hard it could be to be booking out your first legendary champion. Speaking of being a new player in Raid, don't forget you can download Raid from my download link if you want to start Raid the right way, and that is gonna net you 3 amazing champions as soon as you start, with the legendary champion Corrado, the epic Ugo, and Tagore, and all 3 of those would be massive for any new player. And also, in your first 24 hours, you will have the chance to use one of the amazing promo codes to grab yourself another legendary champion, including a couple of amazing void ones. So what are you waiting for? Grab the code from my download link or the pinned comment and start the game the right way. Okay, so there's several different ways you could be getting legendary skill tomes, some of which are a one-time thing, others are ones you could be farming each month. And we are gonna concentrate on the ones you could be farming each month, but I'll also mention what you could be getting as a one-time reward. I'll probably miss some, but in the end of the day, you will get to them when you get to them. But yeah, starting off with probably the most important way you could be getting legendary skill tomes, and most of you are probably already guessing what that one is, well, it's gonna be none other than Clan Boss. The Demon Lord Clan Boss is by far the most important piece of content you could be farming, and that is why I have so many Clan Boss team requests on my account takeovers for free on my live streams. And yeah, it is just that important, and maybe you're gonna get to see why. I actually did all my clan bosses today, cause I had spare keys from CVC rewards and such. But yeah, let's see what we have in those puppies, and here you have it, already an epic skill tome. Let's see what else we get. No skill tomes here. And the last chest from Ultra Nightmare is indeed the one that could be giving you the biggest, best rewards. Here you can see the drop info rewards, and you're gonna notice we have both legendary and epic skill tomes, which is no joke. But you also have, obviously, sacred shards, void shards, ancient shards, that kind of stuff. And if you want to learn more about all the different ways you could be getting yourself sacred and void shards for free each month, definitely check out that video. Let's see what the Nightmare has in store for us today. Another epic skill tome, nothing to scoff at. And another epic skill tome, and just like that, through these 2 clan bosses, I got myself 3 epic skill tomes for free, and those could have been legendaries just as well. From the Brutal, we have no chance to actually get legendary skill tomes. I think here it's epic as the max reward. Here's the info. Yes, it's only epics. And I think the situation was same with hard, but I think here we also had a chance at rare skill tomes, if I'm not mistaken. We didn't get any of them, so it doesn't matter, but yeah, we could have had rare skill tomes here as well. And from normal, I don't advise you to really waste keys on normal, but I just had keys that were gonna burn anyway, so might as well. From the drop info here, again, you have slim chance of rares and epics, but nothing really to write home about, really. And the odds are pretty much abysmal there, so if you can do something better, probably the best way to do so. But look at that. While we were talking about the devil, we actually got ourselves even a rare skill tome, which is actually not that common to be getting farmed for me nowadays. But yeah, it's always nice getting a little bit of free stuff here and there. And in this case, the highest chance of a skill tome was for the only chance for a skill tome, more like it, was for a rare one. I did a quick Google search how the math looks for what are the odds of you actually getting legendary and epic skill books from Clan Boss, and here somebody did the calculation 3 years ago. I'm pretty sure nothing has really changed on this front. But yeah, looking closer to this thing, we can see that if you're doing Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss, each day you have a chance for 6 legendary skill books for every 30 days. And combine that with also farming Nightmare Clan Boss each day, you also get 4 more legendary skill books almost for those 30 days, so combine that and you get a cool 10 legendary skill books each month just by doing your Ultra Nightmare and Nightmare Clan Boss. Now, I know it's not easy doing both Ultra Nightmare and Nightmare Clan Boss each day, but after a year in the game you should have no problem achieving that. at least with a few keys, and honestly, it took me like 1 year or less to be able to 1-key Ultra Nightmare on auto, which is definitely awesome. And it's just gonna happen, guys. If you're playing the game, if you're paying attention to all the builds you could be using, you will be able to reach this level at some point very, very soon. And if you need help with clan boss teams, you can definitely check out my dedicated guide about that. Or again, you can hop on one of my free account takeovers, and I'm gonna do my best to help you out with what you have and the knowledge I possess. As for epics, we can see that the situation is not much further from that. You have like almost 10 epic skill books from Ultra Nightmare. You'll have almost 6 epic skill books as well, both from the 2 difficulties, so that combined is about 15. But if you're also doing brutal and hard like me, you also have a chance at 1 extra from each. And yeah, you have a slight chance of rare skill tomes as well. Nothing to write home about really, but it's something. And as you saw from my daily rewards, actually I did get, what was that, 3 epic books and 1 rare, so that was actually pretty lucky. Looking at these stats, that was actually extremely lucky if we gotta be honest. But yeah, this is the reason everybody is telling you clan boss is super important in this game, and being able to farm it daily is gonna skyrocket your amount of shards you're getting for free, books you're getting for free, and even a lot of gems and everything in between. So definitely worth investing time and effort into making your biggest, best teams there. Here's my little brute force Ultra Nightmare team I have been using for quite a while now, and yeah, basically this bad boy allowed me to last a lot longer in these fights. Like, it's just a quick battle, always above 100 mil, so I always get the job done. Look at this, 55 turns, all thanks to this Android dude who is healing like a champ. But yeah, the main damage is coming from Geomancer, from Blade Master, from Marius, and Lady Mikage helps Blade Master do even more. And they're not even, some of these champions are not even that well built. And not long ago, Marius was replaced by, God, I don't even remember who. Was it Raphalos or something like that? But yeah, the core of the team is definitely pretty strong, solid, brings all the important buffs and debuffs, and a lot of support. But enough about that, that's not what we came here for now, is it? The other really important place you could be farming books from would be Doom Tower, and here you will be getting 2 legendary skill books each month, just by completing the hard stages of Doom Tower. I think it was this level and this level, something along those lines, and yeah, this again is not easy, but for me this was doable as a free-to-play player around like 8-9 months into the game, albeit I was playing super try-hardy and whatnot, and I was really trying to get as much content in my head as possible to really figure out all the different fights and such. But yeah, it is something that's gonna happen for you as well, not far from after you start the game, as long as you are actually passionate about it and are actually try-harding as much as you can. As for on the normal rotation, here you could be getting yourself a couple of epic skill books each month, I think. Here's one, and a couple of levels further, here's another. Oh, there's even a third, that's nice. And a few void shards here and there as well. So definitely do your best to do well on Doom Tower. It does pay off in books and shards. And this month it also pays off big in crafting materials from your Fae. So very worth farming the hardest stage of Fae you could possibly reach. And don't forget, you can actually start pushing through hard before you have finished normal, and that way you do indeed get to farm even more materials each day from the hardest stage Fae you possibly could unlock, and that is definitely a very good tip to be farming extra lethal stuff. And the other main way you could be getting yourself legendary skill books each month, basically for free, would be from the advanced quests. Here, every around 25 days, you will be getting yourself a free legendary skill book just by playing the game. And I do advise you to always finish your advanced quests. Like, none of them are especially hard. The only one that's kinda fucky would be the live arena. I know a lot of you hate it, and honestly I didn't really enjoy playing it either for the most part, but now that I have actually made myself some nice teams, now that I actually know what the meta champions are doing and whatnot, it is definitely a lot more doable. And did you guys know that you are playing against bots? Every 3 losses, you are actually facing bots. And they're super easy to actually recognize, by the way. They always pick their champions after around 15 seconds. They always pick their first possible champion as their leader, and they always ban your first champion. The teams they use are usually not exactly meta. They're a bunch of PvE and PvP champions. Sometimes they don't even have speed leads and such. Like, they're very easy. So what I'm trying to say is, if you're sick of live arena, just do 3 quick losses, and on the 4th game, put your good team on. put the champion you don't care about at the first place and get it banned, and just beat the bot. Like, it is actual bots, guys. So even though Live Arena is a pretty fucky content to be tackling, there is a way for you to be doing it a lot less painful for you and get yourself that easy one Live Arena win. Not to mention you're also gonna do other people a favor and actually give them free wins in the meantime, so everybody wins, kinda. But yeah, all around from Advanced Quests, every month you are gonna be getting yourself an extra Epic Skill Tome, an extra Legendary Skill Tome, all at the low price of you playing the game. Another thing you could be doing on the monthly would be to clear the Cursed City of Cintranos. As you see, I am yet to finish off this rotation on normal Ami as the Lunar Archon, but the reward is indeed an Epic Skill Tome, and there's also a few Epic Skill Tomes here and there from the normal stages, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that one, but I do believe there's a few Epic Skill Books here. And also on the hard stages, again, there are a few Epic Skill Books here and there. Like here's one that I haven't unlocked yet, and maybe I won't be able to because the roster of champions is not super cash money. Honestly, I can if I re-gear these, but I'm just too lazy. And also, aside from that, after you have actually reached the final stage for Carnage, you will also be able to be having a chance to get yourself a legendary or an epic or even a mythical skill tome from the chests you start opening after you have finished the 500 points for Carnage. I am just 1 month away from finishing this bad boy. As soon as I finish Carnage, I will be, I think, 5 points short to get my hands on this bad boy, but that's basically gonna happen in like 6-7 days after the new rotation happens. And I will finally have access to these extra shots at skill tomes as well. There's also a single legendary skill book you could be getting while you're passing through on your way to Carnage. It's at 220, so it's not super far off, but it's just a single. It's not something you can farm on the monthly, so we're not going to be adding that to the calculation. And the other way you could be farming skill tomes each month for free is from events and tournaments. Right now we just had a Deck of Fate tournament where there was actually one legendary skill book from the cards. For me, that was literally the last freaking card I flipped, by the way. I had to do it on a photo finish literally 30 seconds before the event ended. Tomorrow we are going to be getting an anniversary path, which also is going to be giving a legendary skill book, and from what I'm hearing, it's not supposed to be too hard. It's going to be champion training from Dungeon Divers, so kind of free-to-play friendly. We can also see gear enhancement events. They always give one rare and one epic skill tome, so that's pretty nice. And when we do have champion training events, that's where usually we always get like a legendary skill book and sometimes even a mythical skill tome, and that is actually insane. Right now we have a tag team arena tournament, and those normally don't give books as actual rewards from their normal tracks, but as you see, as a top spot finish, you will be getting yourself usually epic skill books. I don't think they've ever given legendaries for these type of tournaments, but sometimes they do give legendaries for summon rushes and champion chases, which are hardly free-to-play friendly or anything like that, but the champion training tournaments definitely are, and they are actually guaranteed rewards for the most part, so those are definitely very, very accessible for basically anybody. Here we can see you can also farm epic skill tomes from normal dungeon tournaments, like Ice Golem right now is running with an epic skill tome, so it's really not that hard to be grabbing yourself all of these. Especially when they're actually dedicated rewards and you don't have to be sweating at finishing first or second. They're definitely obtainable for most free-to-play players. And the last thing off the top of my head you could be farming each month would be from the 3v3 shop, where you actually could be buying legendary skill tomes each month, epic skill books each week, question mark, or was it each other week, like a couple of times a month, and rare skill tomes each month. Let me actually buy this, I don't need it, but let me just test it for science. Okay, this is for 1 week. What the hell, I'm gonna buy this as well, each 2 weeks, and this I know is each 4 weeks. I did it for science, guys. I literally spent 14,000 golden bars for science for you right now, so I hope you appreciate it. Smash that like button if you do. Comment I'm an idiot if you thought that was the dumbest thing you saw today. So yeah, each month you could be getting 4 rare skill tomes like this for free, 2 epic books for free like this just by playing 3v3, and 1 legendary skill tome if you've actually climbed all the way to golden 3v3 tier, which is not an easy thing to do, and I would not recommend you sweating over it too much. if you're doing it just for the books, but since I'm already here, since I did need to do it for Romantu if I'm not mistaken, nowadays I actually do end up in gold each month to grab myself the skill book, the sacred shard, that kind of stuff. It's definitely worth it for me, and I do have the teams and the champions to do it, so why wouldn't I do such a thing? And I'm also getting a lot of easy fights during the weeks, so it's really not that hard for me with these beastly champions to be doing these nowadays. But again, I did do this free to play back in the day before I started buying. Speaking of which, now it's time to talk about some of the things you could be buying from the shop. Right now, Plarium are doing an amazing free anniversary gift. Like, look at this nonsense. They're giving us a free Sacred, Primal, and a 5-star chicken. It's gonna be a trickle of gifts for the next few days, but very, very awesome from them. But the other thing that's pretty awesome out right now is they actually give some pretty amazing anniversary offers right now. Like, look at this. 2 Sacred Shards and 450 gems for only $35. Normally, the 2 Sacred Shards only cost $40, so this is quite the bargain, and if you manage to bang the whole thing out, the last one is 50% off on a Sacred Shard, so if you have some money to spend, this might be very worth it for you. But keep in mind, you also gotta buy the middle offers, which are probably not gonna be too cheap. I'm assuming this should be $40. This should be $70 if they're feeling generous, something along those lines. So make sure to have, what's that, $125 to spend before you start delving into thinking you're gonna get yourself this one for a tenner. Obviously, you could also be buying yourself legendary skill books. They're not exactly cheap. They usually go for around $4, $5 per. Something around $3 is really fair for legendary skill tomes, if we gotta be honest in this game. But I'm not gonna talk about that too much right now. In the end of the day, we are mostly talking about how you can be getting these free-to-play kind of deal. And while I'm talking about free-to-play, let me just grab myself the daily gem pack, which is by far the best thing you could be spending money on raid. $10 for 2,000 gems, plus definitely not much better things than raid to be spending money on, so let me just grab that bad boy again. Why wouldn't I? There you go, 250 straight up, and a trickle of gems each day for the next 30 days. Very, very worth it, and the main reason why I'm actually swimming in gems right now. And right now there's also this amazing anniversary deal, by the way. 2 Sacred Shards, 2 legendary skill books, for only $35. Honestly, guys, this is an absolute no-brainer, and I'm gonna be buying this one too. Like I said, 2 Sacreds is $40 usually, 2 Lego books is about $10 usually. The rest is just gravy and not really worth mentioning. So yeah, I would also be grabbing this bad boy too. Right now we also have a 2x on the Sacred Shard, so if you guys are itching to buy some stuff, this would be the way to go. This Sacred Shard here is also looking pretty juicy, with $5 less than it's supposed to be, so very, very worth it. But honestly, I also have plenty of Sacred Shards right now, so I will not be pulling the trigger on that one. One thing I forgot to mention is actually you could also be getting yourself skill tones from the clan shop. Here from the item pool, you could see that you do have rare skill tones on slot 4, and on slot 9 you also start seeing epics and legendaries. So that can be pretty nice. No mythicals in here, sadly, but it is what it is. So the rare skill tones are definitely going to be obtainable for most players as soon as they start the game in pretty much any guild. But the second batch, this is the slot 9. This unlocks on level 10-ish or something like that. Don't quote me on that one. But yeah, you will be able to see sometimes epic, sometimes legendary skill tones on this slot. And the legendary one is definitely very worth it when you're later into the game. Honestly, it's always going to be worth it. But the epics and rares are also not that bad when you're first starting off. And also, CVC can also be giving you legendary skill tomes, epic skill tomes, rare skill tomes, but right now we don't have a CVC for me to visualize this for you. I think both the personal rewards and the non-personal rewards can be giving you skill tomes like that. They're not that much, but they're still not that bad to get when you can. And let me just go over all the other different ways you could be getting yourself skill books as a one-time thing. One would be from the daily login rewards. For instance, on day 75, you are going to be getting a legendary skill book for free, same as day 89. And as you see, you are going to be getting a trickle of rare and epic skill tomes, like 4 epic skill books here, single rare. Again, a lot of rares, a lot of epics, that kind of stuff. So your daily login rewards are going to be an excellent source for early game extra books here and there, but it's not exactly farmable or anything like that. We also have our missions, both on Arbiter, on Romantu, and even on Marius. You are going to be getting legendary skill books here and there as rewards. from time to time, which are pretty nice, but again, only a one-time thing. You also have challenges here. I already have done all of mine, but some of them do give rare skill tomes, epic skill tomes, and even a legendary skill tome. I think the last one for Arena gave legendary, that kind of stuff. The normal faction wars also give you one-time skill books here and there. Like we can see here, we have a bunch of rares, then we start seeing a little bit of epic, then we start seeing a little bit of legendaries, and at the last stages, you start seeing a lot more legendary skill books as rewards. They are definitely very, very worth going for. And nowadays we even have the Horde faction wars, which all you guys are noticing how important those are going to be for us. And here again we have legendary skill books, and I do believe even mythical skill books here and there. But obviously they're not going to be very easy to get. Yeah, here we have a little bit of the mythical stuff as well. And also another thing you could be getting as a one-time thing would be the progression rewards, which you just get once. You can be getting a bunch of rare epic skill tomes and even legendaries on the last levels, but those would take a while obviously, so they're not going to be happening way too often. And even from the referral program, you could be getting your hands on some epic skill tomes, heck, even legendaries if you really don't have a life. I literally don't know why the hell I did all of these back in the day. Like, this was literally not worth the time and effort, but if you have a lot of time and you want to put a lot of effort, you can also go through this crap. It was really not worth it, guys. One thing I noticed I forgot to mention is for mythical skill books, those are definitely the hardest for you guys to be getting. You could be getting them from Hydra Clash chests. Like here, you need to be in the top 3 spots of your Clash group in order to actually get a chance to getting mythical skill books, and even the least amount of damage on the 3rd spot gives you a small chance of getting a mythical skill book, but obviously the first place with the max damage allows you to even get up to 2 mythical skill books out of that thing, so that would be pretty sick. As rewards from Hydra, however, I'm not sure there was a chance for any books. Let me just double check what I just said. Here it is. No skill books on the actual rewards from Hydra, so there is that. And same for Chimera, no books out of that one too. But for mythical skill books, there's also events from time to time. Sometimes champion training events give you mythical skill books. Sometimes champion chase and summon rush tournaments and events could be awarding mythical skill books, but those are again not exactly free to play, even though with a solid strategy on hoarding your shards, you could be getting your hands on those with not that much effort. Like usually around 10 sacred shards could be giving you legendary skill books, maybe 15 start giving you even mythicals, depending on the tournament of course, but there's no real amazing easy way for you guys to be farming mythical skill books, so that definitely is a little bit on the less free to play friendly side, but still there are ways for you to be getting mythicals here and there even as a free to play. And there you have it, guys, all the different ways you could be getting yourself all sorts of different skill books for free each month in Raid. Do let me know if I missed anything, and drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you found the video helpful. Don't forget to download Raid from my download link if you want to start Raid the right way, and thanks for watching. I'm Chris05, and I'll see you in my next video or stream.